All right, so for questions, I already forgot. Is it 9 and 10? Hold up. Yeah, so for questions 9 and 10, you're going to have to solve the equation they give you in terms of y, and then write it as a function of x. So in this case, basically all that means is to get the y by itself. So in this case, the y is right here. I need to get it by itself. So it's x minus 2y is equal to 18. So I need to get rid of x. So I can move x over this way. So minus x minus x. That'll be canceled out, right? So I'm going to have negative 2y. I don't like to write the x in the back. So I'm going to move it forward. So it could be negative x, right? Since it's a minus in the back, I'll move it to the front, but it's a minus negative x. This 18 is positive, so it'll be plus 18. Now I need to get rid of this negative 2. This negative 2 is multiplying the y, so I need to divide by negative 2, right? That'll cancel out and give me just y. Now each term over here is going to get divided by negative 2. So this negative x gets divided by negative 2, and this 18 gets divided by negative 2. Well, these negatives here are going to cancel. I'm just going to have x over 2. X divided by 2. And positive divided by a negative is a negative. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I go back and look at my answers. This one's a plus 9, so that one's out. Plus 9, that's out. That's a minus 18. That's not even close. Minus 9. This is the only one that has a minus 9. And this has 1/2 times x. So is this 1/2 times x? 1/2 times x is the same thing as x over 2? And the answer is yes, they are the same thing, obviously, right? Because there was, what other answer would there be? So that's your answer. And once you have it like this, again, this y, they want you to just change it to look like this, f of x. So instead of y, remember that these two are interchangeable. Y equals f of x, and I'll just write it the way they were saying, with a 1/2 minus 9. And again, this is just a variable that's being used over here on this side. That's all it's saying. So we have a function in terms of x. In terms of x means that that's the variable being used in the equation, in terms of x. So if I see an equation or a function that looks like this, f of, and I'm not going to write it yet, but let's say it's equal to 5r squared plus r minus 3. Well, this is written in terms of r, right? Because I'm using r. So this would be f of r. Okay. And remember that f doesn't have to be necessarily f. F is the one we use. If we're only talking about one function, then f is the one we're going to use. But if there's more than one function, we might use g. So g of x, g of whatever, or h of x. So that means, again, we're using x over here somehow. X. Or maybe it's x, h of t. Sometimes it's height. Sometimes h represents height, and we're talking about time. So how long does it take for it to be somewhere in the air? I don't know. So you can have something like that. Okay. So again, the variable in here is just what variable is being used over here. That's all it means, and that usually is written as in terms of. So you'll see in terms of in the question sometimes.